Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Beatrice here. After waiting for almost a year, we finally got an official release date for Spongebob Bound for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. THQ Nordic announced the date, which is June 23rd, as well as a new trailer with more gameplay we haven't seen before. We can get a glimpse at exciting parts of the game, returning content that was cut in the original game, and a new look at the multiplayer mode. Today, I wanted to dive in and analyze the gameplay and see what we can expect. But before this video starts, I want to give a big thank you to BelovedShirts.com. These guys make all over print t-shirts, hoodies, blankets, masks, and way more. Their prints range from funny memes to slick designs. And with my coupon code, you can get 15% off of your order. The coupon code is Beatrice by Thok, and the link will be in the description. I've bought things from here. I bought this design, and I'll definitely be getting more things from here soon. Again, my coupon code will get you 15% off of your order. It'll really mean a lot, and it'll help out the channel as well as Beloved Shirts. They're pretty cool. And now, without further ado, back to the video. Now, right off the bat, we were able to get a good look at other levels that weren't shown off yet. This includes Downtown Bikini Bottom, Goo Lagoon, Kelp Forest, Dutchman's Graveyard, the Poseidon, and the Chum Bucket Lab. There's not a whole lot to say about Downtown Bikini Bottom other than the fact that it looks pretty detailed and vibrant. Almost everything looks exactly the same other than the lighting being really improved. We did get a short glimpse of the robots in Kelp Forest. While it's a bit difficult to pinpoint all of the details for Kelp Forest, the rest of the game looks pretty good, so there's a good chance that Kelp Forest will also look pretty stunning. I'm excited to see how the cave and the vine slide will turn out. I hated that slide, f***ing sucked. I also will say that Goo Lagoon looks a lot more polished, especially with the background. They also did a nice job with the shadows and highlights, as well as making the colors more brighter. And with all the levels in general, they just did a good job with kind of portraying sunlight, nighttime, pretty much giving the player the idea of what time it is in the level. Now, we also got to see the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, which is pretty cool. They really emphasized the idea of it being a graveyard, with the silhouettes of the ships in the background. It's all dark and gloomy, especially when you're playing against the Flying Dutchman himself. We also got to see a little bit of the Slick Robot. The Slick Robot doesn't have a huge presence in the game. I think this robot only appears in 2 levels, the Graveyard and SpongeBob's Dream. But it is pretty cool to see how the new designs look. As for the bosses, the boss fights look more exciting and emphasized. While the Industrial Park and Robot Patrick look similar to the original but also detailed, I like the changes they made with Robot Sandy and the Poseidon. It looks like they didn't necessarily go with the traditional Poseidon look from the show. Instead, they made the background more colorful with the lights, as well as adding columns. So the signs with like the nonsense written on them are gone. I will say that Sandy does look more expressive than before. I also want to add that the battle icons for the bosses look more expressive, and they're all 2D images. I remember in the original game, some icons were 2D images, but others were 3D renders, and it looked slightly off, especially Robot Spongebob. Speaking of Robot Spongebob, holy shit, it looks cool, but it also looks really scary. I don't like his bottom teeth. I don't know how I feel about that, but other than that, it looks pretty cool and really detailed. Now, the big elephant in the room is the new Robot Squidward boss and the multiplayer mode. It looks like the Robot Squidward fight will be part of the multiplayer mode, rather than just plopping it in the story mode. The boss does replicate the older concept art, though I'm not sure the techniques that were originally going to be used to beat this boss are going to be the same ones used in Rehydrated. It looks like it'll include a horde mode, since there are multiple robots in the gameplay. You also get the opportunity to play as other characters from the show. Not only can you play as Squidward, but you can also play as Mr. Krabs, Plankton, Gary. You can beat robots with a snail. That's great. This is definitely going to make the game super interesting. Not only is it remaking different aspects of the game, but this multiplayer mode is going to make the game a brand new experience. In conclusion, this game looks like a really nice revamped and an appropriate remake of the original. But this new multiplayer mode is definitely going to give this game a lot of replay value. It also looks like some levels are going to be made slightly easier for completing. I remember in the newer GIFs that were on the Steam site, you can see that the Industrial Park mission looked a bit easier with the targets, and there were some targets that were present in the gameplay for the Flying Dutchman boss, so there's a good chance that some other parts of the game might be a bit easier. It's only a little more than a month until the release of the game, but pre-order is now available. I'm extremely excited for this game, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the remaster will look like. But let me know your thoughts about this new trailer. Which part of the game are you excited for the most? Are you excited for the multiplayer mode? And definitely want to see the rest of SpongeBob's Dream. I do know we got to see Sandy's Dream a little more, but I'm also excited to see how Patrick's Dream will look, if they'll add the older Dream from the beta version or keep the same one. I'm also excited to see Kelp Forest and Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. But again, leave the comments down below. I'd love to start a discussion. I also want to say thank you so much for all the support on the latest video. This is the first time I ever got 1,000 views on a video, and I really do appreciate it. And if there's any more news in regards to Spongebob Rehydrated, be on the lookout for a new video on this channel. And I'll definitely be streaming this game on this channel, so be on the lookout when the time comes. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you want to get 15% off of your order on belovedshirts.com, use my coupon code BeatriceYThock. It's my first and last name without the A at the end. If you're new here, I make videos about news and animation and Nintendo. I do skits and occasionally I do streams. And if you want to stick around to see any more of that, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for the support again. New videos are coming out soon, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.